Hello, welcome back to yet another sketchbook showcase. Today's is number 22, the 22nd in the volume. Starting off with the cover, as you might expect. Yeah, we started this September of 2024. Some things, some stuff. Some more things. Some color. Used a lot of marker in this one. Also a lot of colored pencils. I don't get more into those till later, but starting off was mostly marker. Having fun with it. I do like the Copics, but they do cost you an extra half a page because they usually burn through. This one's just scribbles. Some more scribbles. Some watercolor. And here I remember fountain pens again, because before this one, in my previous sketchbook, I also had been taking a break from fountain pens. So I kind of forgot how much I liked them, and I go back to them. This happens from time to time, just kind of rotating between mediums. Here's some colored pencil and pen. Some more colored pencil and pen. Just kind of mixing them. I think they go good together. Especially, I think this is China Blue with the, whatever the Lamy blue ink is, like their primary blue ink. That goes good with the China Blue Prismacolor. I use that combo a lot here too. I missed a page. Sketchbook's it's officially not done. I like this. I started making a bigger painting of this one, but then I just never got done with it. I did in marker, and I was inspired one day, and then the next day I came back to it, just was not feeling it anymore. It looks better with the colored pencil, in my opinion. So kind of a smaller, this size thing. I like how it looks kind of like crayons. So maybe pastels might be good. I'm not sure. Some doodles. This one was done before this one, for clarification. This one was kind of inspired by the comic book dots. Use those a lot. Some doodles. Some more doodles. These were done camping in nature. Followed by some stuff. That's when I tried to make the eye as dark as possible, so pretty much just, you can use isopropyl alcohol with colored pencil to like smear it. And that's what I tried here. It's not perfectly dark. I'd like it darker, but it's reasonably darker. for a sketch at least. This one I'm not sure which orientation's better to view it. Upside down or right side up. I like it though. This was just kind of doodling. It became a thing. More doodling. Other way around. This was of a fall time river. Definitely got abstracted, but I was looking at a thing when I drew this one. It really got abstracted, but there is an environment behind it. If you saw what I saw, it's a real thing. Although it doesn't look it too much. Well, wrong way. And these were supposed to be here. I didn't get it as good in the watercolor, but I was going for this kind of effect in this area. You can see a little bit of it. They're pink here. But there was an idea. They're kind of rocks. Some doodles. Nothing too significant. Figure drawing. Use some more patterns. This one I drew by a river on a really cold day. So it kind of represents that a little bit. As I was trying to emulate the water moving between stones, kind of. There's that one. Really like these, using pink with these yellows. I kind of like that. It was just by chance I got those colors, but I end up really liking that combination. I may try it more on this one. Weird thing about this one, I drew when it was nighttime, or like the sun had just set, so it was really dark and I couldn't really identify the colors I was using. I had an idea, a general idea, but I didn't know what they were until I looked at it the next day in color. So it was kind of fun drawing in grayscale. I was using the different colors as purely as grayscale. And it ended up interesting. Because I had my palette of colors, so I had a general idea of them. But I was just going based off their value. That's when I got some cool patterns in. Some more of those patterns. This is still based off, I think, Pandorian moth. They have when they're in their caterpillar form, they have eyes. And I think that's pretty cool. So I've done that a couple times. It definitely inspires me. Also with this one, kind of that same pattern that they have. It's just pretty crazy. Pretty crazy that just being a bug, you start doing that. And also other animals and stuff mimicking the looks of predators. Get out the bright pink marker for these ones. And this one here I turned into a proper painting, which will be shown shortly. And with the painting I did it, I used was it a palette knife? I did it all in knife, and it was pretty fun to do. I really enjoyed layering the paint. That was kind of a big learning moment of this painting. I really tried to layer it. I'd seen that previously at a museum, just seeing it up close and how other painters had layered it so much. So I really tried to learn how to do that more. And I mainly did like full colors for it. I didn't mix them too much. I know in some parts I did, but I wanted to keep them separate and really celebrate that they're layered on top of each other. And I also used a lot of colors because I like that. It makes me happy to have so many colors. In all, overall it's kind of hard to, I think the paper drawing is much clearer what it is than the painting, but the painting is cool in its own way, and you know, it's a learning experience. Next, doodles, which get overtaken by the marker behind it. We'll go this first. Also drawn by a river. And this one is quite abstracted. One of my favorites in the book, I think. You know, oh, wrong way. I really like this one, and then I really like this one. It just has that three-dimensional effect, but then you can look at it in a really different way, and it's not three-dimensional at all. If you follow the white things, they're 3D there, but then you have flat patterns in the back, and I like it. It's fun. Next, doodles. Lots and lots of doodles. I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks, so I don't know, I can't draw as abstractly when I'm listening to a book, but it's just enjoyable to do, so I do it anyways. But I don't think it's as good for art, because then I get pages like this where it's just, there's nothing there except practicing and just scribbling. But I like hearing a book, so I doodle. Some perspective, some not perspective. These two were fun. I like this one because I draw the same creature I normally draw, but as non-representational shapes, where it's just balls and sticks, like those chemistry models you do, make oxygen or whatever, or water or some crazy molecule. So I kind of did that, and it follows the same form, and I added the strings to hold it up and add some contrast. So I enjoyed this. I might make a painting of it in the future. I think it's worth looking at least. Especially with, I think I could do some good gradients. I do practice making gradients, so I might do that. Not sure about the background. I don't know if it needs to be more interesting or not. I know I went crazy with the last one, but I'm not sure. This one spilled some ink, so go crazy with the ink. End of the white pages. Thanks for reading. And we have some brown pages, which I included in my next book. A lot more brown pages. I think it's fun just to have a different medium. Doing math for Minecraft. This is what I mean about it. With brown paper, you can use white as a color, and that makes me happy to do, so definitely some more brown in the future. And an ink blot, just to test your identification of what it is. And there you have it. The end. Sketchbook 22. Thanks for viewing my sketchbook. I'll see you next when I'm done with Sketchbook 23, which again, a lot more brown paper. I'm excited to explore more with that, do some colored pencil on it or whatever. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you then.